I just turned my tiny truck into a cabin on wheels for less than $2,000.
And in this video, you're gonna see the full build process from start to finish and how we gear this thing up for a big road trip.
Let's take it back about a month ago when I knew I needed an upgrade. I learned a lot on my first ever DIY truck camper, but we outgrew it pretty fast. So now that we have a fresh start, let's make this one better. Okay guys, it's officially day one, and before we start building, I do want to give a huge shout out to my parents for letting me use their front yard to do this build. And so I'm so stoked to get started on this, and it's going to be kind of similar to my last build. So we're going to go ahead and measure out the length of the truck bed and get that measured and cut, and then we're going to go up from there. So let's get started. Pretty solid. Feels pretty solid. I finished with the base. I'm gonna spray it with this Rust-Oleum undercoating bed liner so that it'll protect it from rotting and water, you know, all of that. So we're Good morning, y'all. This is day 2 of the truck camper build, and I'm starting pretty early this morning because this whole week it has been so hot during the day, so I'm having to start early before that sun really comes and starts beaming down and heating everything up. But the goal for today is I want to get the wings on, and then hopefully I can get some framing done as well. I am using this 3/4 inch piece of plywood, which is pretty thick, and honestly it's pretty heavy as well. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put this one on, cut out that one and the back one, and then hopefully we can get some framing on today as well. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started and try to get as much stuff done, so let's do it. Okay guys, we just finished up getting the wings on and it's looking good. We got this back one on as well. And so now I'm gonna start working on the framing. So these are 2x2s, so that's what I'm using to frame the camper. We're gonna see how much we can get done. So let's get started. Okay guys, this is day 3 of the truck cabin build. This is how far I got. Last night it started raining, so I had to put a tarp over it and I couldn't finish up the framing. But today the goal is to get all of the framing done. I do plan on going over the cab, so I have to try to figure out how to tie that into the roof. But yeah, the goal is to get all of the framing done so that I can start focusing on the roof. And then, yeah, we're gonna start putting on the siding. And before you know it, we'll have a full truck cabin on the back of my Ford Ranger. So I'm so excited to see how this turns out. I'm a little nervous because I'm not sure how to do the roof yet, but hopefully it turns out good. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, moment of truth. Oh yeah, look at that. We got a window. We got a window frame. Okay guys, I just finished up sealing up all the wood with this Thompson's water seal. As you can probably tell by the weather, it's getting pretty cloudy, and that means tomorrow it's probably gonna rain like all day. So I'm glad I got this done. I'm probably gonna throw a tarp over it. And yeah, so we made a lot of progress for day 3, but yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. We got the frame done, and yeah, we're making a ton of progress. So this is day 3. I'm gonna go get cleaned up and put everything up. And yeah, I'll see you guys on day 4. So I appreciate your help a lot, man. Thank you. So Robert here just saw me struggling and he offered to help me. So he's taken all of the wood to my house. So that's gonna be perfect. So big shout out to Robert. Thank you so much, man. Guys, huge shout out to Robert. Oh my gosh, I would have not been able to do this without him. This is such a lifesaver. He just saw me struggling in the Lowe's parking lot and came up and offered to help. So thank you, Lord. Oh my goodness. I was not gonna be able to put all that plywood and those 2x4s in the back of the truck. I don't know what I was thinking, but luckily Robert bailed me out on this one. So huge shout out to you, man. We're almost back at my house and yeah, we're gonna continue our build. Okay guys, I just finished up framing out the door, and I think now I'm gonna start doing the top plates with these 2x4s over here. So I got those for the roof, so I'm gonna add the top plates that go across, and that's gonna tie in all of the walls together, and then I'm able to do the pitched roof from there. So I'm gonna finish up, and yeah, we're gonna see how much we can get done. Let's do it. All right guys, I'm wrapping it up for day 4. Got a good amount of stuff done. I'm proud, but I think tomorrow we can get a lot more stuff done. So I'm gonna go eat, get some rest, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So now that I'm finished basically with tying in all of the top plates on the camper, I'm gonna start framing in this part of the camper, which is gonna go over the cab, and that's just gonna give me a lot more storage. That way when I'm on the road, I can bring more stuff and we have more space in the actual camper part, and it should start coming together here quickly. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, good afternoon, everyone. This is where we left off yesterday. So we pretty much got the roof overhang finished. We got that framed out, and we got everything else framed out for the roof. So we're gonna be starting on the roof today. I have no experience on any type of carpentry or roof pitches or any of that. Like, this is all so foreign to me. So this is my first ever time trying to attempt to do a pitched roof. I can already feel that there's gonna be a ton of mistakes, but we're gonna just go ahead and get started and just try our hardest. The goal is to at least get half of the roof done today, and we're gonna go ahead and get started, and hopefully it works out, but let's get started. This is a gable support. Basically, this will go on the front side of the camper, and then this is the rafter or the gable that's going to be going down the middle, and it's going to sit right in the middle to support it like that. So we just got to screw these together and then find the center in the back or in the front and screw that down. This goes in the middle. I got it marked on here. Oh yeah. I should be able to hang on this. Perfect. Well, guys, it's finally starting to come along. It's looking more and more like a camper every single day. Today's gonna be very transformative for this camper because I'm gonna start putting the walls on, and the goal is to get the roof completely framed in and finished. I'm gonna have 2 windows. My bed is gonna lay across on the back, and then I'm gonna have like a little counter up here and a little counter on this side as well. So, and the best thing is I'm gonna be able to fully walk down the middle, which is gonna be nice. I'm gonna have storage up here. It's gonna be so nice. I'm so excited. And it's finally coming together just how I'm imagining it. So yeah, let's do it. All right, so this roof has been really hard to do. I've wasted so many boards trying to cut the perfect angles so that it aligns with the top of the roof to the bottom. And I've wasted probably about 2 boards, 2 2x4s. But luckily, I finally cut out, I think, the perfect template for the roof. So I should be able to use this as a template for basically all 4 of the rafters that are gonna go on the roof. So there's gonna be 4 on each side, and I think this one's gonna work. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started, and hopefully we can get this roof on today. But yeah, let's do this. All right, guys, we finally got the roof framed on. And look how many boards I've wasted trying to get these cuts right. I mean, I went through probably like, this is probably a total of 4 8-foot 2x4s that I've cut up and tried to frame onto the roof, but I just couldn't get it right. Oh my goodness. But luckily we finally got the roof on, or we got it framed in. We don't have the roof officially on, but we got it framed in. It's looking really good, man. Like, it looks like an actual house now, so that's good. But I'm just glad we got this roof framed in. Now I'm gonna start finishing the walls, and yeah, we'll have a fully enclosed camper. So I'm no carpenter. Like I said, this is my second build ever. I have like no experience, but this just goes to show that anyone can do this. You can achieve anything you want, and this is proof right here. I have no experience, and I'm making some pretty hard cuts. Like these angles that I have to get consistently, it's hard, man. Like, as you can see right there in that corner, I had to like go around those 2 boards, and man, but it came out good, so that's all that matters. This is what it's looking like. Let's finish putting these walls on. Along. Okay guys, I just came to Lowe's because I ran out of wood, so I got another piece of plywood, and hopefully I can finish up enclosing over the cab storage in that area, and then my goal is to get these 2 walls on. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here in the Lowe's parking lot. I brought my tools and everything, and we're gonna try to get these walls on and get it fully enclosed today. We're gonna cut this up and start on these walls. Let's do it. Okay, good afternoon everyone. It is day 10 of the truck camper build, and we've made a lot of progress so far. So it's officially fully enclosed. We got the front walls on, we got the back walls on, everything is fully enclosed. And so now we got to start working on the outside, because next week it's going to be raining all week. So I decided I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the roof, and I'm also gonna be staining and sealing the outside to protect this wood. And then if we have extra time, I wanna cut out the windows. So today's gonna be a very transformative day. If we can do everything on the outside, it's gonna look really good. So I'm gonna be doing a metal roof. I got a few sheets of these metal panels, and then also I got the center ridge cap. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. It's looking good. And let's finish up. All right, so I got this flashing tape. I already did the center part, but I gotta do the edges now. So we're gonna climb up there, put this on there real fast. just finished sanding all of the walls. I just wiped it all down, got all the dust off, because I'm about to stain everything, all of the outside, about to stain it and seal it. We got this nice brown color. It's called Padre Brown, and it's a semi-transparent waterproofing stain and sealer. So we're gonna be using this on the outside, but we're gonna throw this stain on and get it all sealed. And then, yeah, we're one step closer to it looking like a cabin. So let's do it. Well, guys, it rained last night, and I think it rained pretty bad. So, but it looks pretty dark. I put 2 coats on the outside, and I think it came out pretty good. The stain came out pretty good, and that will help seal the wood and protect it from all the elements. This morning it's kind of cloudy, so I'm gonna try to get these windows in, and we're just gonna try to get these windows in. So it should be fairly easy since I already have it framed out. All I'm gonna have to do is drill 4 holes in the corners and then cut it out with the jigsaw. So it should be fairly easy, and it shouldn't take too long. We're gonna start with this side and then do that side. Yeah, we'll have some windows in today. Okay, so I got some butyl tape and also some sealant for the window. I'm gonna add these on there, and then we're gonna install the window. All right, hopefully we can get in there with no problems. Perfect. Now let's install the frame. This goes around that. And we got a window. Dang. So it's got, you can open it, close it. You can, there's like 3 different settings. You can go up all the way, and then you just lift it and it comes back down. And then you can close it just like that, and then boom. All right, we got windows. We got 2 windows. Let's go. Look at that, guys. It looks so good. We got 2 windows. All right, good morning, guys. I think this is day 12 of the truck camper build, and it's coming along. I just went to Lowe's and I picked up some insulation, and I also picked up my interior walls and my roof walls. I decided to go with this super thin, I think it's like 5mm maple hardwood board. This stuff is super light, and I think it's gonna work perfect. It's got some nice wood grain. I think I can stain it and make it look nice. So I'm just gonna use that for my walls and my ceiling. Yeah, I think today my goal is to get all the insulation in, all the walls in. We're gonna go ahead and get started. It's really early. I think it's like 7:30. We're locked in. It's supposed to rain, so I'm trying to get as much stuff done as possible. Let's do it. All right, so I'm gonna start with this top edge up here. Okay guys, I just finished up making the door. I got some plywood. I'm gonna stain this, and then on the back side I got the panel board on the back. So it's also insulated, so it should be good to keep that air in. We're gonna test fit it in the door and see if she fits. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. All right guys, I got the hinges on. Now I'm gonna install the handle and the lock and all of that, and we'll have a door, and then I'm gonna stain the outside, and I'll put trim around it and weather stripping so that it's waterproof. Unlike my last build, did not do good with that one, but learned a lot, so I'm gonna implement everything I learned on my last build into this build to make it perfect. Right there. Okay guys, so I'm gonna start working on my bed platform now. Basically wrapped up everything on the outside. I finished up most of the door, and so now I'm gonna try to finish up this bed platform, the storage underneath, which like I said, I am gonna have a full fridge and freezer in here. It's gonna be under my bed, so the height of it is 20 inches high, so I'm gonna have to lift my bed up a little bit, and I'm gonna do it with these 2x4s. Earlier in the video, I basically, not wasted, but I messed up a lot of 2x4s with the roof. So I have like 8 2x4s that are kind of messed up, but I'm gonna use those to build my bed platform. So we're gonna build that and try to get that done. My bed is a lot wider. My last one was only like 20 inches wide. This one's gonna be 30 inches wide, so it's only 10 inches, but it's gonna give us a lot more room for me and Stella. Yeah, I'm dying to get done with this build, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna try to finish up, so let's do it. All right, guys. So this is how I'm gonna do it. Oh, shoot. Obviously I got shoes on, but I'll be able to fit for sure. This will open up like that. Now it's finally starting to come together, guys. I could even want to. Like that. Last piece. Should fit right here. There we go. We got our bed platform. I mean, without shoes, I mean, I can lay basically. All right, guys, I just cut out all of the pieces for the panel boards to go in the front, and it's looking pretty good. Now I just got to screw it all down, and basically we are done with the bed platform. Alright, guys. Got the paneling on, got it screwed down. So now we have a freaking bed. Dang. This thing is big too. Wow. This is gonna be nice. So nice. So right now I'm building a little counter on this side. I kind of already finished up this one over here, so I'm gonna have 2 counters, and then we should be able to start painting everything on the inside. I'm gonna finish this up real quick, and then we are basically almost done with the cabin, so I'm super stoked on that. But yeah, let's finish up. All right, good morning everyone. Today is the last day of the cabin build and I am so excited. We have a few finishing things we got to do, but today I'm going to be adding on all of the trim on the outside. So right now I'm going to go ahead and stain all of these boards, and we're going to be putting them on the outside, giving it that final touch that's gonna make it look like a cabin. Man, I am so freaking excited. It's taken forever. It felt like we're like 2 weeks into this build and it finally is coming together. I'm super excited. It's looking really good. We got most of the inside done. I got to finish a few things in there, add some trim, but we've waited so long and man, I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and finish staining these boards and let's finish this build. We're so close, so let's do it. What do you think, Stella? Stella, what do you think of our new home? You like our new home, Stella? Do you approve? It looks like she does. Honestly, what I was thinking is instead of you sleeping right there, I think I'm gonna put you up in that little cubby. I'm gonna call it Stella's cubby. I wonder if she could fit up there. Let me know what you guys think, but I might put Stella's bed up here and let her have that. That might be her little room. But as you can see, this is the finished build right here. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a quick little tour just to show you guys what we have. So over here in this area, this is gonna be like my kitchen. So this is my Midea 2-in-1 air fryer oven that I'm gonna be using to cook most of my food. I'm not sponsored by them, but I do love their product. It's really convenient for living in a camper. It has an air fryer on top and an oven underneath. I really like that. And then I have this nice countertop that I'm gonna be able to cook a lot of great meals on top of. Obviously, I have my bed area and I have storage that goes over the cab of the truck. Underneath, I have a refrigerator and a freezer. It's a really nice fridge and freezer, and it's gonna be so awesome to have that while being on the road. I'm gonna be able to actually store my leftover food, and so that's gonna be really nice to have. Shout out to Iceco for sending me that. But I got these super nice windows off Amazon. They came with this shade. As you guys know, in my last build, I didn't add windows at first, which later on I ended up adding 2 windows. But I would have to manually put window shades up every single night before bed, which kind of got annoying after a while. So this is super convenient as well that I have a built-in window shade, and it also has a screen built in as well, which is really nice. So I really love those windows. I'm going to link them down in the description below if you guys want to get these windows. They're really nice and they fit perfectly with my cabin build. So over here, this is what I'm going to call like my entertainment system. I was thinking about possibly maybe getting a TV in here. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But underneath, I have my power, a Blue Eddy Elite 200 V2. It's a 2600 watt portable power station, and this is currently powering my refrigerator. And then right now my lights are pulling 50 watts, which I have these LED strip lights that I can control with an app on my phone, or I have this nice little switch right here that I can turn the lights on and off, which are really nice. But yeah, so I'm gonna use my Blue Eddy Elite 200 as my main power source in this camper. It's definitely a lot heavier, but it's nicer. We have a lot more storage and room in here. I can fully stand up, which is like my favorite thing about this build, that I can fully stand up. Stella's gonna have more room. We're gonna have more room to sleep.
But yeah, guys, so this is my second time ever building a camper. I have like no experience and I decided to just go all in, and I don't think it turned out that bad. Obviously, there's a few mistakes, there's some flaws that I probably could have done better. For having no experience, I don't think I did too bad, and I learned basically everything off of YouTube, or I used ChatGPT to help me. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments below. The ceiling isn't finished because honestly I didn't know what to do with it. I kind of left this open because I thought I could use it for some sort of like storage or like a shelf that I could hang something on. And then I left the front open so I had more headroom. But I might change that. I don't know. I think overall though, I didn't do too bad. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, guys, if you want to see this thing in action and on the road, we're about to take our next trip all the way up to Maine and possibly even Nova Scotia. So if you guys want to see the new cabin on wheels in action and on the road, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're like 7,000 subscribers away from 50K, and I would love to hit that before the end of the year. So make sure you guys subscribe, and don't forget to drop a like and a comment. Let me know your overall thoughts of the build and how I could have done better or what I could have improved on. But yeah, we're so excited to get back on the road. And yeah, thank you all so much for the support. We'll see you guys back on the road next week. And don't forget to stay saucy. Peace!